Hey guys, so this is your trainer Anirudh Chhillar. So we are back with one more video of OSPF. I hope you are learning in a good way and a good pace. So let's go for the next video.
This is the new feature added in OSPF actually, or you can say in version 5. Apart from it, we are having all other commands same as previously, right? Fine. After it, let me tell you some other commands are also there. Like you can also enable your authentication type globally as well. Per area. Like in this way. Like if you move on R2, router OSPF1, you said area 1 authentication. Now you can press enter here. If you press enter here only, then it will enable only plain text. And if you say message digest, MD5. Now what does it mean? That authentication type message digest has enabled on all those interfaces which are participating in area 1. On all those interfaces which are member of area 1, this authentication type will get enabled. So this time MD5 will get enabled on its interface serial 1 by 0 as well as 1 by 1. It means that R2 is gonna to break neighborship with R3 as well this time. But remember that if you have enabled your authentication type globally, and then after you also specified your authentication type under interface mode as well. So the command which you configure under interface mode will overwrite this one. Will overwrite this globally configured authentication type. Should I repeat my line? If you have configured your authentication type globally as well under interfaces, so the authentication type which you configured under interface mode will overwrite this configuration. What? But depends that virtual link interface is participating in which area. But in area 1, I mean virtual link will never occur in area 1, don't worry. Area 0. Don't worry, I will discuss it with you. Don't ask any question to related to virtual link over here. So I have taught you now that how can you enable authentication globally as well, but still keys will be configured under interface mode only. You cannot configure your keys in global router mode. Is there any problem? So now after it, because we have covered a lot of things from OSPF now, small things, but these small things are really important for you to understand, right? Let's go for multi-area OSPF now once again, in which we will require to configure virtual link. Let's configure discontiguous areas now. Let's configure discontiguous areas. Do you understand the meaning by discontiguous areas?
Yeah.
Sure. Like what will we do? I'll be using here area 0. Here I'll be using area 1. And here I'll be using area 2. Twenties network will be in area 0 itself, but our 3's lane will be in area 1 and 40's will also be in area 1, whereas this 50's network will remain in area 2 and this 45's network as well, right? So I'm gonna to draw this, I'm gonna to use this topology in this manner this time. So I have to remove OSPF from all devices first of all. Fine. In area 0 only. Right? Move on R3. On R4. Fine. Now let's move back again on R1. Check its database table. So it is having database, the database table of area 0 only, in which it is having router LSs, 2 router LSs, because only 2 routers are participating in area 0. Then it is also having some summary LSs, because of course routes can come from area 1 to area 0. So when routes are coming from area 1 to area 0, of course they will come as type 3 LSA, right? So you can see show IP route. It is having all routes up to 40's network, but it does not have anything related to 45 and 50's network. Like you can see IP route 45.1.0 or show IP route like 50.1.1.1 as well. Nothing. Even if you move on R5, if you check database table of it, it is maintaining the database table of of area 2 only. And inside area 2, you know very well that only 2 routers are participating. Is not it? So 2 router LSs are there, nothing else. Show IP route. Now we are not having anything. You do one thing, move on R1. You do not have route, right? So how can you solve this problem now? Please let me know.
By using virtual link.
By using?
Virtual link.
Wow. Except, apart from virtual link, is there anything else? So that we can solve this problem. Just think about it.
And redistribution.
How?
Create.
We can perform redistribution on R4. So that routes can move from area 1 to area 2 as well as from area 2 to area 1. But why will you configure redistribution if it is not necessary over here, right? So it's not necessary to have, I mean, you understand what I mean to say? And one more thing I would like to tell you here. On R1, router OSPF 1, no network. Do one thing, interface S1 by 0, IP OSPF 1 area, loop back 1 also area 0, fine. Once again there is no problem. All routes are there except area 2's routes, area 2's prefixes. Now what I did, loop back 11, IP addresses are something like 192.168.1.1. My god. Go back to 3.3.1, right? 4.4.1, 5.1. Router, RIP, let's say, version, doesn't matter, don't worry. See, it will convert it automatically. Now I'll say router OSPF1 redistribute. Fine. It would become an ASBR now, right? Do you remember the role of type 4 and type 5 LSS?
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
The uses of type 4 and type 5 LSA. This time because ASBR originally is existing inside area 0. So of course in the database of area 0 there will not be any requirement of having type 4 LSA.
Yeah.
Because all routers which are participating in area 0, they will get the router LSA of R1 itself. So because whenever R1 will generate its own router LSA, it will specify E bit. Do you remember?
Yes.
To specify that okay, I'm an ASBR.
Yeah.
So R1 will automatically announce that okay, I am an ASBR. So R2 will come to know that okay, yeah, that's true, that R1 is saying that okay, it is an ASBR. So yes, it is an ASBR. And along with that, R1 have also originated some type 5 LSAs now.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Fine.
So IP OSPF database. And these type 5 LSAs will never belong to any area. Do they belong to any area now? See, under router LSA they have specified area 0. Summary LSAs also they have specified area, but do type 5 LSAs belongs to any specific area now? No. Is there in type 4 LSA? No. Advertising ID is the router ID of ASBR, which is R1. Link ID will be containing your prefix information, prefix ID. In same manner you can move on R2. Show IP route, they will come, I mean external prefixes will come here. So all these 192 prefixes are available here, right? And then you can see show IP OSPF border router here. So this R1 is an ASBR and this is the cost to reach. This is the cost to reach it, 64. From here, the cost to reach this ASBR is 64. Then, because this R2 is working as an ABR, so it will be responsible to generate a type 4 LSA. We'll inject that type 4 LSA in the database of area 1 only. You can check show IP OSPF database. So in the database of area 0, you will never get type 4 LSA. Is there? Type 4 LSA. Hello? Under area 1 is there in type 4 LSA, but under area 1 definitely you must get type 4 LSA. Summary ASBR LSA. What I said, ASBR summary LSA, right? So this is for area 1 only, not for area 0. So this time it has been generated by advertising router is what, 2222, which is ABR. So it has been originated by ABR and it is having router ID of an ASBR. As you can see, even you can open it like show IP OSPF database ASBR summary LSA for 1.1.1, or you do not specify anything because it is having only one LSA for it. So you can press enter without specifying its link ID. So you see that it is under link ID, it is having an ASBR information. See. So 111 is ASBR, and what is the cost to reach ASBR from ABR? This is from ABR, not from. I mean, actually this cost is from ABR to reach this ASBR. Fine. It means that R3 will have this information. So IP OSPF, because it will receive type 5 LSA. Along with type 5 LSA, it is also having type 4 LSA. This one, right? So advertising ID inside type 5 LSA is still same. However, if there is no type 4 LSA, will it be possible for R3 to understand that who is 11111? Tell me.
No.
If there is no type 4 LSA, will it be really possible for R3 to understand that who is 11111?
No.
But with using this type 4 LSA, so IP OSPF database ASBR summary, you will see that it is an ASBR. And what is the cost to reach it? 64. And show IP route, now you see that those routes will be available inside its own routing table. However, here it is showing you 20. I will discuss it with you later on, that why is it showing you 20. Then let's move on R4. Show IP OSPF database. It is also having the database of area 1. That is why it is also having that type 4 LSA for area 1. That is why still it is having this information that who is an ASBR. Show IP OSPF border router. So you can easily come to know that who is working as an ASBR. So this is, and this is what? ABR. 222 is working as an ABR, whereas 111 is working as an ASBR. Then you can move on R5. Now because R5 is participating in area 2 and there is no ABR. There is no ABR available for area 2, and because there is no ABR available for area 2, so will it be really possible to have type 4 LSA in the database of area 2 now? See, because only ABR can inject type 4 LSA in any area. So this time for area 2, there is no ABR available. Even you can run this command, show IP OSPF border router. Does it have any information about ABR or ASBR?
No.
Now you can open its database table as well. It will be having type 5 LSAs, but because it does not have any information about advertising router, now you can configure a static route.
Why we are having only 4 prefixes? We configured 5 actually.
I think I removed 1. I don't have that. On all routers only we are having these 4 only. It doesn't matter. I mean, 1 is missing. What can we do? Okay. Sri Harsha.
Even for me, it came. Even from it came. When I tried some practical, I told it. Even from one was missing. Fine.
Wait. Great. It is having some problem with loopback 1 only.
So other users
That's the reason. That's the reason. See, that's why it is not getting redistributed, because it is already advertised inside the OSPF itself. Now it will get redistributed.
Yeah.
It was already advertised in OSPF, then how can you redistribute it, right? So that was the reason. Fine. So in this way, you see that on R5 we are having type of LSS, but we are not able to install them inside the routing table. That's the problem now. Now we cannot solve it. To solve this problem, area 2 must have an ABR. And to have an ABR, of course, and this time your redistribution cannot work here.
Yes.
For these especially type of LSS. For inter-area prefixes, redistribution can work. But for these type of LSS, for these pre-existing type of LSS, your redistribution will not work. Or it can work. Okay, because you will be using different processes, so it can work. Because you will be using different processes. Let's do it. On R4, say no router OSPF 1. Say router OSPF 1. Router ID is 4.4.4. Interface S1 by 0. IP OSPF 1. Area 1. Loopback 1. Interface S1 by, sorry.
1 by 1.
Router OSPF 2. Router ID is 40.40.40.40. Interface S1 by 1. IP OSPF 1. Area
2.
Sorry. Fine. Then after show IP route, you see routes are there. Show IP OSPF database. Type file LSS are there. But if you move on R5 now, show IP OSPF database. Check it out. Let me move on R4, check its database table first. Okay, even here process 2 must be there on R4. Okay, process 2 is there. But under process 2 you do not, okay, you are also having this type of LSS. They are still there. Means that for external prefixes you will not require to perform redistribution, even if you are using two different processes as well. So now because type of LSS were also available in process 2 as well, it means it will give it to R5 automatically, and again R5 will not be able to install them inside its routing table. What was I thinking actually? I thought that on R4, what will I do? I will perform redistribution like in this way. Router OSPF 2, say redistribute OSPF 1 and then check its database table now. So those 190 to 168, okay, now these are given by both of them. See 111 as well as 40 40 40. So 40 40 is reachable from here, so it must install them now in its routing table. But according to the database table, now it is getting this type of LSS coming from, I mean especially 191.68.1.0. I'm talking in perspective of these prefixes, right? So we performed redistribution on R4 as well, and already it was receiving them. Leo.
Yes.
So it has also proved that for type of LSS, even if you are running two different processes, it will not be required to perform redistribution. Type of LSS can move from one process to another process without any requirement of redistribution.
इसके पास टाइप 4 कुछ नहीं है
There is no type 4 LSS.
टाइप 4 is
But this time 40 40 40 is reachable from here, because R4 is working as an ASPR this time, which is reachable from R5. Yes, tell me. Age.
जो LSA एज है
Where is?
नाम से आ रही है एज बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो उसका वो इंटरवल होता है, क्या इंटरवल उसके बाद वो रिफ्रेश करेगा ये.
Yeah, of course, after 30 minutes. In OSPF, LSA refresh interval is 30 minutes. Timeout is by default 60 minutes. Rest of the things we'll discuss in next class now.
Okay, so that's the end of today's video. So I hope you learned something new today. We'll be coming with few more videos of OSPF, guys. See you later. Thank you.